Thank you for listening to ShulchanAruch.com.
Regarding one who forgot to say Mashiv Hageshem. So regarding this issue, there's a difference in ruling between those that daven in Nusach Sefarad or Nusach Harizal, such as the Nusach of the Alter Rebbe, the Chabad Siddur, and those that daven Nusach Ashkenaz. The basic difference is as follows. Those that daven Nusach Harizal or Nusach Sefarad, such as us, we mention during the entire year, even during the summer, before we start saying Mashiv Haruach, we say Merid Atol. Instead of Mashiv Haruach, we say Merid Atol. So, even in the event that if we forgot to say Mashiv Haruach Merid Hageshem Shemana Esrei, since we still mentioned a praise of Hashem within that bracha of Mechayim Meitim that deals with rain, which is tol, which is dew, which is also necessary and needed for the world, therefore we fulfill our obligation. So practically anyone who davens Nusach Harizal from the Chabad Siddur, or anyone who davens Nusach Sefarad, if he forgot to say Mashiv Haruach Merid Hageshem, he does not have to go back and he is to continue from where he is holding. In fact, he's not allowed to go back. It's a bracha of Atala. And he's not allowed to repeat Shemana Esrei. Furthermore, the Alter Rebbe novelizes in Sivav, in chapter 114, halacha 6, in parentheses, that even if he didn't yet finish the bracha of Mechayim Meisim, he shouldn't go back. Meaning, if he said Merid Atol, and he continued, Mechalke Chaim Bechesed Mechayim Meisim Nachum Naveh, and then he remembered that he did not say Mashiv Haruach Merid Hageshem, he should just continue and not go back, as it was already sufficed with the saying of Merid Atol. This ruling of the Alter Rebbe is based on the Beis Yosef, and is actually mentioned in the Pri Megadim, with regards that the Pri Megadim himself is in doubt as to whether, in truth, one should not go back if he didn't yet finish the bracha, or whether he should go back. And the Alter Rebbe also wrote this ruling in parentheses. And thus, this shows that the Alter Rebbe himself was left in question whether one should or should not go back if he did not yet say the words Baruch Atah Hashem Mechayeh HaMeisim. Regarding Nusach Ashkenaz, if someone who davens Nusach Ashkenaz forgot to say Mashiv Haruach Merid Hageshem, so since they do not say Merid Atol throughout the year, the halacha is that they must repeat Shemana Esrei. So wherever they remember, they have to go back to the beginning of Shemana Esrei. And if they conclude a Shemana Esrei, then they have to repeat Shemana Esrei a second time. Even if they remember immediately after the finishing the bracha Mechayim Meisim, but after saying the word Ata of the next bracha of Ata Kodesh, they have to go back to the beginning of Shemana Esrei. However, if they remembered immediately after saying Mechayim Meisim before beginning the next bracha, then they are to simply say the statement of Mashiv Haruach in between Mechayim Meisim and the beginning of Ata Kodesh. Regarding one who is in doubt if he said Mashiv Haruach, so obviously for those that daven Nusach Harizal and Sefarad, this question is irrelevant, as even if he skipped it, he does not go back. And for those that daven Nusach Ashkenaz, the ruling is that until 30 days after Shmini Atzeres, which is approximately the 22nd or 23rd of Kislev, then they have to assume that they did not say it, and therefore they are required to repeat Shemana Esrei. Regarding Saint Talamotu Levracha, as we mentioned, that no one begins saying it until Zayin Mar Cheshvan, in which in Eretz Yisrael we say it, and in December 5th, 6th, in which they say it in Chutz La'aretz, in the diaspora. Mention must be made that if anyone by mistake began saying the Saint Talamotu Levracha during Shemana Esrei before this time, then it's as if he says it in the summer, and he is required to repeat that bracha or repeat Shemana Esrei, just like one who says the same Talmud bracha in the summer.
Thank you for listening to ShulchanAruch.com. Our free services of making Torah knowledge available to the public depends on donors like you. Please help us continue our work through making even a small contribution at ShulchanAruch.com under the Daily Halacha Dedication section or in the subscription page. Also, check out our online courses and many Sefarim available for purchase that will both enhance your Torah knowledge and help support our work.